My name is Freeman Price. I'm 85, and I am an ally of the LGBT community, and want to share in just a few minutes how and why I lived that out. We had not too long ago, in our children's sermon right here, a little girl who said, "I am a stand-upper." And when asked what she meant by that, she said, "I stand up for people who need me to take their side." I think that's what being an ally is all about. I have tried to do that at every level of the church. Let me share with you 5 situations. First, my friend Paul Abels, who I reconnected with in the 1970s. He was the pastor of the Washington Square United Methodist Church in Greenwich Village in New York City from 1973 until his early retirement in 1984. He was gay, and most important, he was my friend. In 1978, he was asked to take a leave of absence by Bishop W. Ralph Ward. Paul refused, and the New York Annual Conference upheld his ministry at Washington Square Church. The bishop asked the Judicial Council to review Paul's status, and in 1979, at that time, the council ruled that Paul Abels was in good standing and effective relationship with his congregation. It was shortly after this that I connected with Paul, where I was attending a writers' conference. I wrote curriculum for children for various denominations, and Paul was there as a special resource on the arts. As I listened to him speak, I thought, I've heard of him before, may have even met him, and now we are on the same page. I called him when I got home and said, "Let's create a friendship," and we did. I was present in 1982 when Paul entered into a covenant with his life partner, Tom Hunt, at Washington Square Church. In 1984, he took an early retirement because he believed that the 1984 General Conference would rule that he had to be removed from ministry. I asked him once why he didn't leave the United Methodist Church. And he said, "The United Methodist Church may leave me, but I will not leave the United Methodist Church." I was with him in a hospital in Albany 2 weeks before he died in 1992. Second, in the 1990s, the Northern New Jersey Conference set up a task force on human sexuality. I was asked to co-chair it. Our job was to come up with a curriculum that local churches could use to discuss homosexuality. It was a large group of 20 to 25 people, and we met monthly for 2 years. Very few people ever missed a meeting. It was by intention a balanced group, with some people on one side, some on the other, some in the middle. From the beginning, that group shared their beliefs and their feelings at a deep level. They accomplished the task they set out to do, and at the same time continued their connection and respect and caring for one another far beyond the task force. I remember the last meeting of that task force when the question was raised, why do we have to quit meeting? And I said, because that's the life of a task force. When you complete the task, then the task force ends. And many of them said, I know, but third, for 2 years, 1998 to 2000, I was co-pastor of St. Paul's United Methodist Church in Nyack, New York, along with Reverend Dean Hiatt. We decided to start a Sunday evening safe space service for LGBT folks, their families, friends, and supporters. It was amazing to me that some people drove 50 miles to get to that service because it was the first they had encountered where they felt they would truly be welcome. The Gay Men's Chorus of New York City came to St. Paul's because of that service to give a concert to a packed sanctuary, and they virtually raised the roof for it. In 2000, I became a member of the board of the General Board of Church and Society, and was at a board meeting in Washington, D.C. when the Boy Scouts announced that they would no longer permit gays to be scout leaders. The board crafted a statement for the press, which started out to be disagreeing with the scout position, swung to agreement with the scout position, and then I was excited that my amendment swung it back to opposing the scout position. It is interesting to note that now that position no longer exists. Fifth, in 2015, at Sparta United Methodist Church here, our annual church conference voted to become a reconciling congregation. We worked for years prior to that toward that goal, holding Bible studies, showing films, having discussion times. On one occasion, we invited Leslie Newman, the lesbian poet who wrote October Morning about the death of Matthew Schotter. If you haven't read that book of poetry, I recommend it. It would be easy, any of these years, to withdraw my membership from the United Methodist Church because of their position on this subject. But each time, I think of Paul Abel's statement, "The church may leave me, but I will not leave the United Methodist Church." I add to that the reality that I know many gay persons within the church, and if they can stay, then so can I. I will continue to be a stander-upper. I will continue to be an ally.